Hi and welcome to Nurse Laces. Okay, right into it. Okay, here is the ballerina book that I made for a friend of a friend. Okay, so I did the little charms here. So this charm comes off and you can use it as a keychain. This one is, I made it into a shoe charm, which is the ballerina. I can't even speak. The ballerina. You take this and you put on your shoelaces. That's the in thing right now. Okay, this is the book that I made. I used her fabric, and I don't know what I did with her fabric. I have it somewhere. I have it folded somewhere. Anyway, she gave me the fabric. Okay, and what I did was I just added the tulle, the pink, a very light pink over it. So that's the fabric. It's so pretty. Okay, I use it as a cover. Okay, now for this, it's for a 15-year-old girl, so I wanted the journal to be hers, not with all my stuff in there. So what I did was I left enough, there's a lot of places where she could put pictures in, she could do a lot of writing. All I have to do right now is make the little board for her to write on. That's all I have to do, and then I'm going to send this out to her. Okay, but it's basically for a 15-year-old girl, and I just wanted the book to be hers. I did make a bag of, hold on, what did I do with it? I cleaned up. Oh, here it is. No, it's not. I cleaned up. Hold on a second. Let me just get the bag. Okay, so I made a couple of things to go. I made her the ballerina banner. This is one. I made a duplicate one of the one I had in the store. I don't think it's in the store anymore, but I made a duplicate one because I always make two of everything. So, and then I made her a bag of little trinkets and things she could put into in here if she wants to add some more stuff. Okay, so it opens up like this. Okay, I'm not going to show you every page, just certain pages. Okay, so so what I decided to do on for the closure is I did one of these little crib things. I don't know what you call them, but I use them for my little dangles, charms. Okay, I added a little heart here. It's a chain, and then on this side I added two little flowers, pink and blue. Okay, and that's what I decided to do here. I didn't want to put a lace. I didn't want to cover it with lace. I didn't want to put something really, how do you call it, really big. Oh my god, hold on a second. I gotta bring it closer to me because I'm blind and I can't see. Hold on. And I have no nails. Okay, so here we go. So that's the closure I decided to put on here. Okay, this is the inside. Okay, so I decided to get this. I'll put the description, the digital in description. See, I can't speak today. I don't know what it is. I'm fumbling over my words. I don't know. I'm just going a little too fast. Okay, so the digitals that I use, I will put it down in the description box. Okay, so I'm not going to show you every single page. Okay, and I left this here blank so she could put either pictures on here or she could add her own writing. Okay, and the digitals are so pretty. I use two different types of digitals, and I'll put them both down below. A page. I use some washi tape. I use a lot of different things. Everything that I had. Nothing is bought. Everything is from my stash. Things that I have for years. So I just started pulling stuff out because that's what I'm doing with all my journals from now on. I'm just using what I have. Okay, I got some lace from my stash. This is a washi tape. This was a little sticker that Kim sent to me in my box of goodies. More washi tape. Okay, this is this was, where is it? Let me see if I have it here. Okay, because I have all these letters, but they're not these. But I did use some of these. But I do have, it's somewhere. It's somewhere in this mess. Let's see if I have it. But it's the alphabet. Oh, here it is. Hold on a second. It's the little alphabet. Why is it that when I want something I can't find it? Oh, here it is. This is the one I used. This is the one I used. You can't see it, but it's okay. Because I have all different types of alphabets because that's what I use in my in my journals. So I have this one here. This is the one I use to write these letters. Okay, as far as this is some paper stack that Kim also sent to me a while back, because I was asking for I don't have a lot of journal stuff, okay, because all I do was sell laces, so I have a lot of lace stuff. So I needed some journal stuff, and she sent me a pack. She sent me a whole bunch of stuff, 2 boxes full of just journal stuff. So this is one of the paper stacks that she gave me. The ballerina here are little tiny stamps that I had years back, and this is the kit, and I bought this a while back. I can't tell you from where because I don't remember. Okay, and those are the little ballerinas I use. I don't know why I'm turning it this way because I have to reverse the video. Okay, so that's the I'm pretty sure you might find them on Amazon. I'm not really sure, but this is, I honestly I don't remember. I don't remember where I got this from. Anyway, so I will stamp them here. I stamped them throughout the book. Okay, let's see. Here's the page for her to write on. These are more little tags here, or little paper stickers. Added some lace. These are all from my stash. Little doilies. This here was given to me by the owner. I think it's her aunt. Yeah, her aunt. Okay, so she sent me the ballerina pictures, and I just put this on here. So what I do is I cut it. It's also a digital, and I can't tell you where she got it from because I don't know. But it's a digital. Okay, this here is okay. I'm gonna have to put you on hold. Give me 1 second because I didn't pull it out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so years back, okay, I was playing around with mixed media, and I love mixed media, and I still do it, you know, I still do it on the side. But I started to play with these dolls way back when, okay, and using them into my mixed media. So this is where I got the idea from. Let me see if I could do this. Okay, so I got these images from free on the internet, obviously. I mean, I don't know if you can find them now because it was years back. And what I did was I copied the image on cardstock, and then I cut it out. Okay, and that's exactly what I did here, so you could see. Okay, I did all different types. And I did one for a cheerleader for my sister. I'm not gonna show you all of them, but I did a cheerleader and one for my nephew for sports. This was the mixed media that I did back then. Oh my god, it's been years. Here it goes. This is the latest that I used. This was my mixed media back then. You know, it's been a while. Here's the darker version. Oh my goodness. And I did some others. Well, it's not in this book. It's in another book. But anyway, you get the picture. Okay, so I decided to do the same thing for the ballerina. So what I did was I went online and I played around with the sizes because I knew, see, I cut it out. This was the one I used. Okay, and I cut her out. Okay, let me see what else. I think here's some more. See, I tried making her big, but it was too big. Then I used this one here, which you'll see this one in a little bit. She's a modern dancer. Okay, here she is. Isn't that cool? Okay, and I cut her again. And then I did this one here because she does ballet and she does modern dancing. And that was a bigger version. Okay. But this is the size that I decided to keep. Okay, which is this one here. Okay. And this was, here's the one I cut out for the modern dancer. This was me practicing this sizing it up. Okay, these are all free images from the internet. Okay, and then let me see, I got this one here, which was really, really cool. Okay, that's the one with the hair all over the place jumping. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so let me see. So So that's her there. Okay, that's this one here. So all I did was cut her out, put the image here, and then I used the vintage on the sponge, and I just went around it in the background. Okay, and that's what I did. Let's see, here's if you can see that. I put a little applique. Here's a little little butterfly, and in here there's a little note for her. Here's one of those wooden little chips, the ballerina chips, and all I did was put a little rhinestone on top. Some more of those papers stacked that she gave me. The little, I don't know what you call this. I have no idea. The notes. I don't know. Anyway, so here's some more. The paper, the digital paper, because I think I used 3 different types. I will list it in the description box if you guys are interested. But I believe it was this. I'm using the same lady because I love all her papers. They're so beautiful. I'm using the same lady. Okay, did I miss anything here? So as you can see, there's a lot of writing space here. I made this with almost like a waterfall with washi tape. Okay, here's more. Here's some of the ballerina, which is this here. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful colors. Okay, so I put that there. She's got a couple more cards in there. So she could decorate, put it behind her pictures. And I put some samples, so this way she knows how to, she's 15 years old, so I'm assuming she doesn't really know about our scrapbooking junk journal. So I put a lot of little tidbits so she could put in here. She's got a lot of writing space. Here's some stickers that I bought a while back. More, and then each page, not each page, but it's every other page, I added my laces. Okay, here's another. This one's basically writing, all writing. The second signature is all writing, which I think is pretty cool for her. Let me see if I skipped anything here. I wanted to show you the other one. It's not here. I'm not going to be able to find it, but I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. I have no idea because I just skipped some pages. Because it's just like I said, it's all basically all writing pages for her and to put pictures. Okay, here's one of these cards, and I embossed it with one of my embossing folders, and then behind it put a little sticker, little bows, some little bows here from my stash. Okay, here's a little envelope, put a little flowers in there for her, an applique, some little appliques, with some of my trim, some more trim, and these little flowers, more appliques. So it's just basically for her to write in, put pictures in. Okay, here's one. This one is dance. This one is here too. So what I do is I cut the image out, and then I took the, what do you call it, this thing here, the distressed ink, and over I just went like this. That's how I got that design. I think it's so pretty. Okay, and then these are the Woodward's dance. Okay, put a little envelope here and a little card here. Okay, some more writing space for her. Here's that little ballerina. There's an applique. Okay, a little green applique. Some more tags. Okay, this is a sticker. She'll have plenty of, because I wanted to make it interactive, for her, and let her put her own design in here too. I just didn't want to make the whole journal that I made. I feel like, if I make a journal for somebody, I want to leave enough space so you could put your stuff in it, so not just do the whole journal and then you have no space to put anything in, so I think this is, it's a nice, nice size journal for her. Here's a piece of that other fabric that she sent me, which was almost like a off-white muslin, and then I put little buttons. These were buttons. All I did was just sew it on. Okay, a little ballerina shoes, a little dress, and a little flower. Here's some more of that trim. Okay, here's more of that, more trim. Some of the little flowers, these are trimmed, so I just cut little pieces off. Okay, this was a little applique. Here's a little spot where she could write on with a little dangle. Okay, there's, you see little stamps there? The ballerina. There's a little sticker, another applique. Here's more of that paper sack that she sent me. And over here, it's a little sticker that says, you can be gorgeous at 30, charming at 40, and resistible for the rest of your life. And it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, and here's some tags. Okay. And here's, I made these a while back too. This little stuff for her to play with, right? I'll put a picture behind it. And here's another of that paper. And the stamp that I used, where's my stamp? I know I had it here. The stamp that I used is somewhere, and I have no idea. Oh, here it is. This is the stamp that I used, and it's throughout the whole. Oh, here's another one. I forgot to show that one. There's that one. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, so cute. But anyway, so this is the one that I used. So throughout the whole book, okay. So I think it came out pretty good. Another applique, and I put these butterflies that I had. This little tool trim that I had. Some the pink and white. I still have this one. I mean, I still have a lot of these, except for the ones like this. These are all gone. Those were sold quickly. I don't have any more. I was supposed to get some in September, but I don't know what's happening. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I guess I'm gonna have to go someplace else. I mean, I have a couple of places that I can go to. I just, you know, I just want to sell what I have. Okay, and that's basically it. This is what it looks like on the inside. I didn't want to put it all the way. Here's the back part. I think it came out pretty cute. I think she'll like it because it's a lot, you know, it's basically for her. So she could fill it in any way she wants. And then, of course, I put a little bag of different tidbits and little embellishments that she can use. And that's basically it. This is my journal, and stay tuned for the tutorial on, because I'm going to put all the videos together. So you got the winner on this video, you have the tutorial on this video, and you have my ballerina journal. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hi, and welcome to Mary's Laces. Say hi, Frankie.
Hello.
Okay, today we are picking out the winner. Okay, and Frankie's going to take the names. There's only a few, so we're going to take the name. It's thundering right now. She's going to fold them in half, and then she's going to put them in the jar. This is our jar. We're using Joe's swear jar. Every time he cusses, we put a penny in there. This is going to be my vacation jar. Put it here so they can see. Okay, so one went in. Go ahead, put it in. Two went in. Okay. Okay, she's folding them nicely. Another one's going in. Another one's going in. So this way you guys can see. It's cloudy. It's thundering right now. We're supposed to have a storm, but it'll probably pass through. Okay, and the last one. Okay. Now close the jar. The other way. That goes first. Nope. Figure it out, Frankie. Figure it out, Frankie. Good job. Okay. Okay, that's the way to do it. You got it. It's not going to stay. Just close it. Okay. Close it all the way. Not too tight. Close it all the way. Stuck. Okay. Now you're going to shake the jar. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it up and down. There you go. Okay, now she's going to pick a winner. Only one. Turn it around this way because your hands don't fit in there. Just pick one. And the one, put it here so we can see. And the winner is Always Adorned.
Wow.
Oh, that's Nancy. Congrats, Nancy.
Nancy.
Okay, but listen to this. You get first choice. Okay, I have three. So I have this one here. This is the one from Paris. This is the English one, the English written. And then I made the how do you call it, the scrunchie and the book sleeve. Okay, so you get to pick, you're the first winner, so you get to pick first. Okay, now we're going to do another one. Thank you, pick another one. And the second winner is, put it here so we can see. The second winner is Sherry, the Sherry 115.
Sherry.
Yes, that's Sherry. Okay, Sherry, you picked the second. Okay, we got one more. And the winner is, I can't see, Shabby Beauties 58. All right, congratulations, everybody.
It was 1958.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, say goodbye, Frankie.
Bye-bye.
Congrats, everybody. I expect to hear from Always Adorned, the Sherry, and Shabby. Okay, Always Adorned, she gets to pick the first one. Okay, Sherry gets to pick the second one, and Shabby picks the third. Well, she gets what's left. Okay, but anyway, you're winners. You're all winners. Congratulations, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Or stay tuned, because this is the video that I'm going to show the tutorial and the journal. All right, there you go. Okay, goodbye. See you soon. Bye. Hi, welcome to Neri's Laces. Okay, we're getting right into the fob making of the fob keys. So what you'll need is some fabric, and I'm going to do two of the same pieces. So I got this style and this style, and I cut them at 4 inches wide. 4 inches wide, and I think it was like 13 inches. Where's my ruler? Hold on 1 second. Okay, I like this size. I like the size, the way it fits around the wrist. It's not too long, it's not too short. This is exactly what I use. Okay, and this one is at I think it's 14. This one is, yep, it's 14. Okay, so what I do is I just cut my fabric there, 4 inches by 14. Okay, then you're gonna need, okay, you turn it around this way. You're going to need the interfacing, and I cut my interfacing at 2 inches, and what I do is I place it directly in the middle. Well, I try to make it in the middle, because what you're going to do is you're going to iron it. You're going to iron it, and then you're going to bring these ends in, and you're going to iron it like that. Okay? And then you're going to make another fold, and you're going to iron it this way. And the reason being is because my fob, how do you call it? I don't have it here, but one of these is about 1 inch. So I try to do mine about 1 inch. Okay, so I have 4 pieces here. I am going to iron them first. Okay, you do that. You're interfacing and the bumpy side down. Okay. This one's really easy. These make great gifts. Okay, see, bumpy side down. This is my interfacing. Look how thin that is. Very, very thin. Okay. And we need one more. And I'm going to bring it to my ironing board, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am. Okay, it's like, ouch, look, I got a boo-boo. I got a boo-boo. It's, we thought it was, when I went to the doctor, they thought it was a bite that got infected. And now they think it was poison oak. So, we don't know. I'm using some kind of ointment, but it doesn't hurt or anything. It doesn't itch. I mean, it did spread a little bit, but who knows? I mean, I got, when I was at my sister's house in New York, I got poison ivy, so like I'm used to it already. Okay, so anyway, so here I am. So what I did was I ironed the interfacing, and then I brought the ends in. Okay, and what you do is, this is what I do. I bring it in and I iron it just a little bit, and then I measure to see if it's the right size. And of course, yeah, it's the right size. Okay, sometimes I make it a little bit smaller and I have to reopen it and re-iron it. But you know, it's pretty good so far. Okay, so now what I'll do is, once you iron it, okay, you bring it to the sewing machine, and what you do is you sew straight down, and it's almost like how do you call it? It's the tip of the little opening of the sewing machine. There's no I can't even tell, like maybe like a quarter of an inch, a quarter, I believe. It's like really tiny, so you sew it at the very end. I don't know how to tell you, I know how to put it on my machine, because what I do is I marked it with a little dot where I'm supposed to sew very close to the end. So anyway, so you sew straight down here, straight down here. Some people sew right in the middle. I don't do that. I just sew at the two ends. And then I do tend to sew it here in the corners, so this way when I put it in the fob, okay, it's not going to come apart. Okay, so I sew it like that also. Okay, so I'm going to do this to all four. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Let me show you. So around here, and here at the end. Okay, for both. Okay, now comes the fun part. Okay, so you have your whatever they call this, your fob wear. Okay, now I had a little problem with mine. I don't know if they're all the same. I didn't even bother looking. Okay, but you see how it's turned, or how it's curved? Okay, I didn't like that, because when I have a heavy hand, so when I would squeeze the fob wear into the fabric, I squeezed this really hard and it would bend the metal. I guess I do have a heavy hand. I tried adjusting it here, but it still would bend. So what I did was, I had these little metal pieces. I don't know where I got them from, but you know us crafters will do something until it works. Okay, so what I did was, you see on the inside, I put this little piece of metal inside, and then I wrapped it with duct tape. Okay, so now when I do the squeezing of my fob wear, it does come out straight. There's no bending with my heavy hand. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is the easy part. Okay, I mean, it's all easy. I always put the glue so this way it doesn't come out. Okay, and another thing, you can use any type of fabric, really. I mean, I used canvas. I used what was it that I used? Linen. Okay, so now you're going to put this on. And I hear that you could use, I haven't tried it, but I know, and I probably won't try it. I like my fabric. Vinyl. Okay, so here we go. I normally do this standing. Let me stand, because I can't do this. Let me fix this here. I could do everything standing. Okay. Okay, so what I do is I squeeze. I don't squeeze it all the way. I squeeze a little bit, and then I adjust it. Make sure it's in. Okay. And I do it again, and this is the final squeeze. Okay, have it all the way in. Okay, and then I squeeze. Here's my heavy hand. Okay, and there you go. Pretty, pretty. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Put some glue. I put it on both sides. A little bit on the top. And yes, I use E6000. Never had a problem. Okay, I never had one come loose on me either. At least not that I know of. Okay. Here we go. Slightly squeeze. Check to make sure it's in. And your final squeeze. And there you go. That's how you make fob wear. And like I said, you can make it in any fabric. You can make it in any size. Here's the other two that I made. Let me bring it back down here. Here's another one that I did. This side's smaller. A little bit smaller. And a little bit smaller. And you can make them larger, but I think this is my favorite size. Okay. Let's see. And this is a cotton. This is a canvas, and this is the outdoor canvas. Okay, see? I think it's so cool. Give them to your friends, your loved one, any loved ones. Anybody that likes to carry their keys around. I love mine. I showed a picture from the bag, the backpack. That was mine. Mine was blue. Oh, I don't know if I showed the blue one. No, I think I showed Christine's. Christine's was the beige one. I don't know if I put mine. But this, anyway, she had one. She had the tulips, and then she had the beige one. I think she had the Paris one, or I don't remember which one. I think she had this one. I'm not really sure, but anyway, so that's my tutorial. Hope you like, and let's see what I make next. I'm not really sure what I'm going to make next, but I know I'm going to finish. I finished my ballerina book. I'll show that in my next video. On Sunday I will do the winner to the last video, and then I'll probably see you the following Friday with a new project. Okay, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.